So, part three, part six, I don't know which part this is, but there she is in the back. I had to throw it on kind of quick. If you listen in the back, round, listen to it. I won't tell you what it is unless you ask. So if you watch this, listen to the music in the background, right? It's like the perfect song for almost the finish. And I got it halfway done, and if you can see from afar, it really looks good. And as you get closer, it's just gonna look nice too. And painting the shock the blue, accented it nice. And I'm only showing you from far, and I'm gonna bring you in closer. So you remember we didn't do a brake job on this. We did maintenance on the differential. We greased everything. We went through the rear end fluid. We checked all the joints. Everything is tight. Everything is topped off. Everything is greased. And what you could do is after you're all done, grease again. So the hardest thing of this whole deal, I'll bring you a little closer, but I'm trying to get you from afar what it would really look like. You know, you put the tires on, and you know that's going to look a little more bang to it, and that's going to throw it off the paint. So you want the paint to look good, but you don't want paint everywhere. You want to only paint the suspension parts that should be black. And the rotor there, now you got a rusty, nasty rotor on there, but she's still good until next brake job. And what I did is on, I think the Yellow Submarine has slotted rotors on there. They were cheaper than the solid rotors, and they're a nice setup. And just get a nice set of pads, and people will be like looking at that, and I'm gonna see a nice looking pad. Try to even match the pad with the paint. You know, I would do this red. I would have did the shocks red, and then you got, because it's got a little black and a little red here, I think the red would have came out nicer. But excuse me, the shocks were blue, so I'm not gonna paint a blue shock red. I don't know why. What's the difference? Who cares? But I don't know. Maybe it's got that red can there. It looks good. but because it was painted red, it shows red in certain spots. So because she's dazed and confused, she's just like, what in the hell is this guy trying to do? Hey, I'm just trying to confuse you and keep you dazed, buddy. So, another good song could have been really nice from that one old band in the 70s. I don't know how to say, I don't want to say it because, God forbid, you say the wrong things, but I think it had something to do with, I could kind of put it out here. These were weights. They were made out of lead. And there was this one big freaking huge thing that was filled with helium at one time. It was really a stupid thing to do. It was the Germans and the Russians, and I don't know which one. I forget exactly the history of that. But that blew up. And if you put these two things together, if you took this thing, which is made out of lead, and then you took that big balloon, if you put both of those wait, what was that thing? It was a Zeppelin, I think. So if you took that weight and then that balloon and put them together, you probably would have a great song for this. Good CD, man. So let's show you a little closer and stop my bullshit. I know I'm just, this isn't even Friday and I'm toast, right? So there she is. She's looking really nice. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with that paint. Now, I got a light on this. I got too much light there. Let's show you this way a little bit better. Maybe you can shoot that way better. So the thing is, sorry about that. Let me back you up a little bit. So the thing is, you're going to use your brush with this kind of paint. You could probably put it in a gun, but you better clean your gun real fast afterwards because it's going to be a shot. This stuff is extremely hard, and it hardens up like a shell, like a solid shell. Like, you better clean your hands with Gojo brake clean, which I did not use brake clean on me, did I? Do I look a little white? You better go get some cream and put it on your white ass arm plenty. So what you're gonna do is when you're painting this, right, get a lot of light on the subject, right? A lot of light, right? And carry, at least have handy mineral spirits, right? So those are the things that you're gonna need, because you're gonna paint that blue shock black by accident. You're gonna sit there and say, what was that? And you go like this, and you're gonna go, son of a gun. Not that I did that, but if you notice, the shock is nice and blue again. little bit while it's wet. While it's wet, don't do it when it's dry. It's done. You might as well repaint it again. Prime it the whole 9 yards. So this is the last stage of everything, and this is all blacked out. Now you just want to paint what, you know, top of the shock black. You might want to go over one more coat. I think it's always better to have 2 coats on anything. Anything is better than 2 coats, 2 thin coats instead of one heavy, nasty, black, dark, running coat. Even me trying to be clean. Look, being clean, I left spots on the ground. And guess what? Those spots are going to stay there because they're going to be part of the floor. We might as well paint the floor black. I'll clean them up a little bit before it gets too crazy. So if you had a slotted rotor on here, it would be nice. And before I just put that up for just some show. And here around the hub, I painted just a primer black. It's a black paint, but it's a flat paint. Don't go crazy. Don't paint this part right here because you want your rotor, you want your rim to bolt up flush. You want it flat. You don't want it to be off. And then when you try to take your rim off, you're not going to get all your rim off. That sucker's going to be sealed on there. This paint is solid. So I put that on there for that. And if you put a light coat on it, it'll protect it a little bit. And a lot of times they get a lot of heat from brakes, so it's going to burn right off. So I mean, it's just for looks right now. So paint it all up, and you're going to do it with a flashlight. Use one hand with a flashlight and one with a paintbrush. If you don't think the flashlight works, try it just without the flashlight. Paint it. And then take your flashlight and go like this and say, oh man, damn, Lenny was right. I missed everything. Especially with that many crevices, you got different things, you got things that are round, you got things that have to be dapped in. So you're gonna have to take your brush and you're gonna destroy your brush. Just get rid of that. Use a good quality brush. Take your time. Do not rush it. Walk away. Come back again. I only did half of it. I'm beat. My arms hurt. My one arm went numb. I'm holding the flash. I'm like, I'm having a seizure. I'm like, oh no, your hand just went numb. I think it's when your right hand goes bad. That means you're having a heart attack. So I was like, oh, it's only my left arm. I think I'm good. So do that all up. You'll be happy with it. You'll be very, very happy. And now we'll show you a little closer up to it with a little light, and then without a little light. So that's all the components painted, one shot so far. You got the rear, the differential in there. You got that nice blue shock. And remember that shock, it was pretty nasty from the beginning. So if you ever look back at the videos and see the difference. Now we did half the differential up front, and we did the steering box. What I'm gonna do is, and then obviously look at the other side. The other side is dry as cabone, ready for the paint. That side might not be as much because you don't have as much going on. So thank God, maybe it'll be a little easier. Those round, all the tie rods and the drag links and the track bars, that's all going to be a pain in the ass to do. So just do a light coat and keep doing it. Keep going over it. And keep dapping it. Do a light coat and come back. What I'm going to do is a little cheating. And it's okay to cheat. Just use a good quality enamel spray can, like a spray bomb. You can use your gun if you have one. I wonder if I have any guns. Paint guns. Nah. So the problem is with the painting like that, you're gonna have to go through stages. You know, you got a stage 1 paint. You can just mix it and spray and be done. You know and it's a very hardened paint because it uses an activator. It's only one stage as in you shoot down once. Now that's probably something I would love to do. But I'm not supposed to paint. So I won't paint. So I'm gonna go get like a spray can, a little spray can. A nice quality one, the best you can get out there. That Home Depot stuff, no, I'm talking, go to a paint place and say, hey, I need this. And this guy will be like, use this. and you'll be like, why? He'll be like, it's good stuff. And if he looks stoned, it's good stuff. So don't ever buy weed from a guy that goes, no, it's pretty good. Get a guy that's sitting on the side of the road like a Jamaican dude, and he's like, hey dude, you got any weed? That's the stuff you want. That stuff will knock you out. Not that I smoke. I don't like that stuff, man. It's not for me. No control at all. So I know I'm off the beaten path like I always do, but that's where we're at right now. I'm taking a break. I'm tired, and then I'm gonna hit the other side. I want to get it all done today, So I have at least dry tonight, which I don't remember if this paint dries fast or dries extremely slow. Well, if it dries extremely slow, I won't be driving it. My plan was, I'm gonna go get the Yellow Submarine, take the top off real hard, fast. Yeah, good luck. That's a hard top. You try doing a hard top with one person, it ain't gonna happen. I did it with my Gladiator, that's a light duty cap, and it was still hard. You go do a hard one, like an old one? Nah, I'm telling you, go get your buddy. Say, come on over, have a beer. Have a couple beers with him. Say, hey man, while you're here, can you just grab that one side and pick it up? He'll be like, son of a gun, would you make me work? I'm like, yeah. But I gave you a couple beers, man. Now when we're done, have a couple more. But make sure you loosen all the bolts up first too, so he just has to grab and go. So, and the spring is coming. I was like, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, take the hard top off, sell the Yellow Submarine. Like everybody's like, did you sell any? I'm like, no, I'm not done with them. I'm never gonna be done. So just go buy one. Because once this process is done, I'm trying to do this over because I've never showed a video of doing the whole rear rover this way, and going through it. So I try not to use the same videos. You know, maybe this one got the whole rear done like this. The Yellow Submarine did not get this all done. I don't even remember how I did it. It looks really nice, but I don't remember how I did that one. I've had that thing for a year. You know, I haven't wanted to sell it for a year. Oh yes, I did. But I wanted to restore it. So think about it. That's still a restoration project, still in the process. It will be in the process for a while. And the next guy that gets it, it's still going to be in that process because it's historic. Guess what? When it's historic, it's going to have to go through stages of its life. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. And if you're going to do it right. Do it right once, and then you won't have to do that again. And then by the time you're retired, you'll have it done. You're like, hey, I finally finished the Yellow Submarine. You'll be shot. They'll be like, I don't think there's anything else to do. Now, you probably have done this many different times. You're probably like, I did that once before that didn't come out good. I did that. Oh, that came out nice. So certain things I've seen on that Yellow Submarine I didn't like, and then there's certain submarine things I loved. Now that was not a custom, perfect, beautiful paint job, but it is very nice. I haven't even wet sanded it. You had to wait for like a month before you wet sand it, and then you wet sand it, and then you wax it, compound it, and then it brings it up. Even though it's like a yellow, but it's not bright yellow, but it's a nice yellow. Definitely a nice yellow for a girl. Or if you're a guy, dude, lift it. I'm just telling you, want to look cool, lift it. Give it 2 inches, man. Throw some shackle lifts on there and put 33s on it. You want to look really tough? Put a 4-inch suspension on there. Put some springs and shocks and shackles and all that good stuff. 35s, man. 35 by 12 by 5, maybe an 11 by 5. 11 by 5 might squeeze. I think those are only 30 by 9 by 5s, and they look perfectly stocked. But once you go up, you can go out a little bit. It'll make it look a little beefier. Just watch your fender flares. You might have to extend them a little bit or get a different rim and tuck it in a little bit. Try to keep those tires nice and tight. You don't want these tires sticking out like this much. It's stupid. I'm just telling you. If you think it looks cool, hey, I think it looks stupid as can be. So that's it for now. We're going to hang it up, watch the paint dry, take a break. We'll be back, everybody. See ya.